Hi, my name is Bernie Lobb and I grew up in Belfast, Northern Ireland. I am currently working on a documentary called Children of Conflict, and we need help with funding. We need help finishing it with post-production. It's an amazing documentary and I've put my heart and soul into it, and it gives you an idea what kids grew up through the Troubles and what it was like for us as children. So take a look at our film and please donate so we can get this finished and get it on a festival circuit. And thank you very much, I appreciate it. It was dominant mostly IRA neighbourhoods. Like the IRA ruled it. There was IRA painting just about on every wall.
The IRA were our protectors.
The IRA were people you listened to. They were the people who won free Ireland. The IRA were the law within the communities.
And the big mistake that the British government made was it handed this over to the generals. Once you bring in generals, you're surrendering diplomacy, politics, dialogue, human rights. You're just because generals do what generals are supposed to do, which is to kill, contain, censor, incarcerate. That's their job. That's what they're paid to do. And
what happened was the military decided that, hey, let's raid the house, because this way, if we catch them, we can then find out who is really leading all of this.
Earliest memory of British Army was in Eliza Street, where we had lived beside English's bakery.
You would hear them coming on their jeeps down the street, and then you'd hear all their English accents.
It was early hours in the morning, kicked the doors in.
90% of the people was on the perimeter. This was raiding the house. 90% of them was outside, making sure nobody comes in or out. And the rest of the specialists went in and done what they had to do in the house.
The doors would be kicked in, and then before we knew it, we would be getting dragged out of bed.
They turned the light on. There's no light, so they used their torch, and all I seen was the next man in front of us.
Their faces would be painted green, and they would be saying, "Yous Irish little bastards, get out of bed."
And as you know, when you start using the word enemy, you're talking about traitors. You're talking about people who are trying to undo your safe society. And so they did not have any need to be gentle or as they normally would be, or understanding. They felt that they were in enemy territory.
It's not a case of, excuse me, will you go into the room and wait in the room while we search your place? It's like, get the f in there, you know what I mean? It's like, did you get this, the back of this, or something like that? They weren't pleasant about things at all.
My brother was 10 years of age, and they put a gun to my brother's head and said, "If you don't tell us where your f***ing dad is, we're going to shoot him." And we're screaming, saying, "You're not going to kill my brother, don't kill my brother. It's the only brother I have." For the thought of them to even do that to children, to, you know, just terrify us in that way, it was unbelievable.
Childhood, we didn't have a childhood. It was stolen from us from previous British administrations, and the conditions that we were brought up in made it hard for us to have a childhood.
I mean, I want to say, tell them, why did you do that to us? We were just children, you know. You might have expected my dad maybe being in the IRA or a family member, but to go up and trail us out of bed, innocent children, and putting a gun to our heads.
To be honest with you, in those days, we felt good. We felt like we were doing a job and you were doing the right thing.